Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Up and Adam Comics. Sorry, I don't know why I had that much energy. Really dragging actually. So I'm up on caffeine, and that's all that's keeping me going. I thought it might be a little fun to do. I had a couple of things in the mail today, and thought I'd do a couple of unboxings. One is just a back issue, and one is really cool. It's a sketch. So I have two boxes here. I don't know. I know what they both are. I just don't know which is from which. So one's from Vegas. So I'm gonna gamble and save that for last, right? So let me open this up. This one came from Florida. Um, Let's see what we got here. So I hope everybody's doing well. I had a couple of great live streams on Sunday. Got one next week with Matt Likes Comics. So should be doing that a week from Tuesday on the 8th. Man, this person, man, I'm feeling like Chonka, man. This person like taped the hell out of this box. But okay. Um, so the first thing that I got, I'm going to take it out of the bag because I think sometimes the glare can get a little crazy. And this is a rough copy, but I got Chamber of Darkness #4. So I saw some other people had gotten this, I think on Alan's channel. I know that Chanko also recently got one of these, and I've been working on collecting some of this Bronze Age horror from Marvel, especially. I think I'm gonna start working on collecting that. I have some books here and there, but nothing substantial in terms of a run of trying to collect it, except for I'm kind of working on Frankenstein's Monster right now, and also supernatural thrillers. That's kind of the two right now that I feel like I'm going a little bit more for. I used to have a whole run of Tomb of Dracula. I traded that with a friend of mine. Because he had some books that I really wanted that he found. And a lot of my Tomb of Dracula I got for very, very cheap. So we both got things for cheap. He knows I'm a big Fantastic Four fan. So he traded me some very early Fantastic Four books, #2, #9, and #11. And I gave him the whole run of Tomb of Dracula, and also a stack of Golden Age war books. He's a big fan of war books. I think his father served in the military, and a lot of his family did. So, and he grew up on a military base for part of it. So, those war books he really liked. I know I came out way ahead on those, but me and my friends are kind of like, if we come across a good deal and it's something that somebody else would more appreciate, we're going to pass that on. I do that with pretty much everything. So if I find somebody's going to enjoy it more than I will, giving somebody something like that to someone's going to give me a lot more pleasure than just hanging on to it myself. So back to the book in hand with Chamber of Darkness. It looks like it has a couple of stories in here. The first one is a Stan Lee, Jack Kirby thing called The Monster, and this has some like wrinkly, waterish damage to it. I am a low grade collector, so I really don't care that much as long as I can read it. But I guess the bigger significance is you got Roy Thomas and Barry Windsor Smith to most of us, um, doing this story, The Sword and the Sorcerers. And it's got this character here that some people think is kind of like a prototype for Conan. He's not named Conan the Barbarian. He's not even named Gonad the Barbarian. So he is just a barbarian, I'm guessing. So, but it does look quite similar to some of the early Conan stuff that was put out. So I'm really excited to read this. I think this will be this will be a fun read. So I'm very excited to put this in my collection. And it's another Bronze Age horror book that I can uh check off the list. Now for the next box, like I said, it came from Vegas. This one is a bigger deal. And as I said, we have in here a sketch, and it's not just a normal sketch. So I'll play along with you as as I'm trying to open this up. But it is from a uh, probably the one of the most adored superheroes in all of comics, and it is from the original creator of that. And another clue, as I'm getting a little bit further into this, another clue is that creator is no longer alive. So I found okay, I saw there's an envelope in here that, wow, there's an envelope that just has a piece of cardboard in it. So I guess they were trying to protect the side, so I can't complain. But I was like, did they throw something else in here? Nope. But that's okay, totally fine. Okay. So now as I've teased that a little bit, so the create it is from a creator, it's a creator that's no longer with us, and it is from a much adored character in comicdom. So I'm going to open this up. It looks like this was originally a Heritage Auctions item. So I'm going to have to, or at least the bag is from Heritage Auctions. So I'm going to have to see if this was originally on Heritage and now I picked it up. But I picked this up for very cheap. So, and it's got more packaging and more packaging. It's got a nice COA here, to show the authenticity. And then this is pretty cool. So, for my box number 2, and that's that last clue, the Watusi, the Batusi, I got a sketch from Bob Kane. Yeah, so this is a pretty big deal. Now it's only on this like little piece of paper. It does have a COA with it. I know, it's certified as authentic. Um, but and I know there's a lot of controversy about Bob Kane and Batman. There's a lot with Bill Finger. There's, did he really create it? But he has, I guess, through time been seen as that creator of Batman. So Batman is my favorite DC character. I'm definitely more of a Marvel fan. But I do like Batman. Always have. My brother kind of brought me up on Batman 66, so I always really enjoyed that. But thanks so much for joining us. Let me know what you think of Bob Kane, what you think of the sketch. Do you have any sketches or original art from people that were the original creators of that character? I know there's probably some Rob Liefeld Deadpool sketches out there that people have. So let me know any of that. I would be curious to see if you've happened to collect anything like that. But yeah, I'm very pleased and excited for this. And here's the big news, like how much did he pay for it? Because I know a lot of people have been talking about original art and been talking about how unaffordable it is, and getting something like this would be crazy, outrageous expensive. But I'm actually going to look it up, and I just picked this up on the good old Bay. Um, I don't have a bell to ring. Sorry, I didn't win Matt Likes Comics uh thing, but you can see here. Um, I hide nothing. uh this sketch I got for 30, if it's focusing on that, there we go. $32.57 plus 15 in shipping. Shipping's probably didn't cost that more much, but for like $40 to get a Bob Kane original sketch of Batman, can't get those anymore. So I'm super pleased to have this, glad to have it in my collection. So let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much for tuning in, and hope to see you on Matt Likes Comics live stream next Tuesday, April 8th, I believe at 7 p.m., if I'm right. He'll post that up at some point. But I look forward to, learning a little bit more about Matt and getting to talk to all of you all as well. So thanks so much for joining in, and have fun with your comics. Take care.